I think Liam Rosinio absolutely understands the drill. He understands what he needed to be doing in this game. He understood what he needed to do for Chelsea and, of course, for Arsenal. Well, maybe also for Manchester City. Today, it was all hands on deck. Every Arsenal fan was praying. They were on their knees on Divine Mercy Sunday, praying to God that they get a score line from Chelsea, that Chelsea comes in and just gives them, even if they take 2 points for Manchester City, they would take that. But nope, it does not work that way. It is a situation where Manchester City understood that they smelled blood in the water. They understood that they could feel Arsenal crumbling. You remember that fan that we all saw? They understood it. They understood that Arsenal are in a peculiar situation. From a position where they could have gotten 12 points in difference and kept that 9 point gap. Oh no. They lost to Bournemouth. Very annoying in a way that Mikel Arteta, I don't understand what is going in your skull, bruv. Loose. Let these people, let the dogs out, like DMX said. Or is it DMX? I'm not really sure. But this is where the problem laid. It was really clear. Manchester City are in a team and with a manager that would let them go and hunt. They are with a manager that understands if you want to win the league, you go and take it. There is no asking for permission when it comes to winning the Premier League. You have to go and grab it. And if you do not grab it, if you are even walking willy-nilly to go get it, you are going to lose it. It is that difficult to grab. That is why people never grab it in their entire life. That is why managers start and stop and could not be able to finish. That is why we have situations called nearly managers. And that is why Pep Guardiola is a different beast. And this Manchester team is a different beast. Don't get me wrong. Manchester City started this season in a very hurried way. They were lackadaisical. They looked like they really did not want it. And that is the most detrimental part for Arsenal. This City team don't look like the City team of old. This City team don't look like the team that won 4 in a row. This City team don't look like the team that won a treble. But Arsenal are struggling in a team where they have reported to be the best team in the league. In a team where the depth are absolutely there. And it's so clear to see that Arsenal's team in the entirety is the best team in the league. They are still struggling to pull away from the pack. While Manchester City is just out here walking towards them and is walking them down. They're just walking them down. And you can literally see the banter is now coming mainstream. You see Sky Sports News, Sky Sports putting the fan that was drinking out of a bottle that has Arsenal's banner around it. That is how crazy it is. That is how crazy it has been. That is how crazy Arsenal have let this go. And now you go to face Manchester City in the next game. I've not even spoken about the game that I want to speak about right now. But that is the difficulty. Well, we'll keep that for the rest of the end of the video. Now let's go back to Manchester City versus Arsenal versus Chelsea. This is a dominant performance I've ever seen. This is the most dominating performance I've ever seen. I think literally Chelsea went in there like puppies and the big dogs actually came into the park and they could not do nothing about it. The first half, totally Manchester City. The second half, totally Manchester City. I don't understand what is wrong with this Chelsea team. Literally £1 billion spent. £1 billion spent. You literally saw Garnacho come out not too long ago talking about, he made some mistakes as he was leaving Manchester United. How are you enjoying it, brother? £40 million down the freaking drain. How are you enjoying it? Chelsea, absolutely. I don't understand. The one person that you would think is a consistent player for Chelsea today looked average. Today looked like he did not know and he does not have the title of one of the best central midfielders in the world. Moises Caicedo. I've never seen him play like this. It was a scary sight. It was a ridiculous sight. It was a nasty sight. He gets the ball and he can't turn. He can't turn on a half turn. He can't get the ball. If he can't turn on a half turn, pass the ball back or clear it or do the Casemiro special. You get the ball, you just spin it to the right or you spin it to the left. Oh my God, that third goal from Doku is literally composing of what I saw from Moises Caicedo today. The third goal from Doku, you had the ball. They gave you the ball, they rolled the ball to you from Sanchez. You had the opportunity. And bear in mind, nobody should tell me, oh, they had collapsed him quicker before he was on the half turn already before that ball arrived. And the third person that was on the furthest point from the triangle that Manchester City set was nowhere close to Caicedo. Caicedo could have taken that ball and literally done something. You think about the likes of Sergio Busquets. Busquets doesn't lose that ball there. You think about the likes of Pedri. Pedri doesn't lose that ball there. Dare I say it? You think about the likes of João Neves, the young guy. He does not lose that ball there. But he panics, turns back, and actually wants to go back. And then he gets clamped by Doku and the other player. And all of a sudden, Doku is in. And Doku is finding his shooting boost this season. He's putting it in the back of the net. That's the third goal. We all know what happened in the second goal. We all know what happened in the first. We get a beautiful cross from Ryan Cherki on the left-hand side to the head of O'Reilly. Can we all speak about O'Reilly? This is a player that is playing left back for Manchester City, where his position is a midfielder. But he understands that he has a general in Bernardo Silva and has a general in Rodri and also has the maestro in Ryan Cherki. But he also understands that there is a talent that he has that nobody else has in this Manchester City team. When it comes to going for the ball in the back post, he just has a knack of being there at the right time for Manchester City. Are you talking about the Carabao Cup? 2 goals, bang. Are you talking about the City and the FA Cup? Come on, this O'Reilly is such a brilliant player. If he does not go to the World Cup, I don't know what Thomas Tuchel is doing. I truly don't know what Thomas Tuchel is doing. And then you go into the second pass. You go into the second goal, the Mark Gahey goal. By the way, the Mark Gahey was celebrating against his former club. Remember, that is the club that told him that he wasn't good enough. Remember, that was the club that sold him from Cobham to Crystal Palace. Remember the club, Chelsea Football Club, selling all their players, selling all their blue-blooded players. And now one comes to absolutely slap them up today. But not about the goal. The goal is not even the best part about that situation. It was the assist. It was from a corner kick. Ryan Cherki on the side where the way he wanted to play it was going to be an outfield cross with his left foot. Bear in mind, he can also do it with his right foot to infield cross. But he passed the ball short. He goes down and gets to the edge of the box, waiting for the ball to come back. He gets the ball back. He dribbles 1, he dribbles 2, he dribbles 3. He is in a situation where he has literally 6 Chelsea players on 2 banks of 3. Literally in that moment, the 3 are angling him to go to the other side of the pitch. And he has every right to keep the ball. He has every right. That is what Pep Guardiola will probably tell him to do. But he's a maverick, and so he held the ball. With that split second, with the outside of still facing the outside corner, he passes this ball with the outside of his left foot perfectly to Mark Gahey. Mark Gahey did his perfect own turn. He gets the ball with the first touch. He's already facing the goal, and he puts it in the back of the net. Come on. Ryan Cherki, I repeat, Ryan Cherki is the next best number 10 after Bruno Fernandes in this league. And the competition is going to be between him and Florian Wirtz. It's going to be between those two. And Ryan Cherki is not coming second the way he's moving. He is not coming second. He is that creative. He is that audacious. He is that much of a maverick. Ryan bloody Cherki. And he might be the reason why Manchester City walks down Arsenal. And oh my God, if actually City walks down Arsenal. If City goes down and walks down Arsenal, catches Arsenal and smacks them in the butt, it will be so disappointing. It will be so problematic. Whew. Can't wait to see it. Nor do I don't want City to win, by the way. I don't want City to win. I am a United fan through and through. I don't want City to win, but my God, will it be comical genius? Would it be the best banter era for Arsenal that we have ever gotten? The entire league, you have been first place. And once it comes to April, you absolutely become fools. It comes to April, and all of a sudden, in the past 4 years, you have not won one game in April. I don't understand it, and you do the same thing every single time. It gets to the time where you're meant to focus and actually apply your trade, and all of a sudden, your palms get sweaty, your butt gets tight, and you start walking like penguins on the pitch. I don't understand why you playing like that, Arsenal. Come out and express yourself. You were 9 points in difference. You were 9 points separated from Manchester City. How in the world are you allowing them walk you down? How in the world are you allowing them come back to get you? But this video is not really about Arsenal. Well, technically it is. But it's also about Chelsea. £1 billion spent versus £1 billion spent in this Manchester City team. And you can see the difference. You can see the large gap. You can see the ocean's wide gap between this Chelsea board and the Manchester City board. You can see the ambition. You can taste. You can feel. You can even cut the tension between Chelsea and Manchester City. It is devastating to think about. Cole Palmer, that I've loved, the maverick of Cole Palmer, he just looks. Everything he touches right now doesn't feel the same. Everything he touches before the first season under Poch, everything that boy touched turned to gold. Everything he touched turned to gold. And the time everything he touched for the second time would turn to gold. All of a sudden, Cole Palmer, be it the injuries, its lack of consistency in the season, he's doing long-weighted passes. He's doing short-weighted passes. He's doing situations where he would have put the ball in the back of the net in the first season. It's not going on because the cross from Kukurea to Cole Palmer usually would be a goal. Usually would be the flowy hair versus the guy doing this. But today we saw it over the bar. He shot the ball way higher than he should. I understand you have a big dude in the goalkeeper spot for Manchester City, but you are Cole Palmer. It is a sad state of affairs for Chelsea right now. It's so sad. You look at their team form and it's devastating. It is devastating. The last 5 games, lost to Newcastle, lost to Paris Saint-Germain, lost to Everton, won against Port Vale 7-0, which was just like it's a walkthrough, and lost to Manchester City. You're looking at 4 losses and 1 win for Chelsea. That is devastating. That is not Chelsea Football Club. That is not the Chelsea that people got scared to go and play for or go and play against. That's not the Chelsea. It's truly not. Stamford Bridge was a place that people got scared. Stamford Bridge was the home of John Terry and Carvalho, the team that only allowed 13 goals a season. Now, Chelsea are just walking down points. They're just walking down goals. They're just accepting it like as if it's of their DNA. Oh my God. This season, Chelsea have allowed 42 goals, or 41 goals in. Have allowed 41 goals in. At a time where, in a decade and in a century, where Chelsea of those days would only allow 13 goals in their back post. Only 13. In the entire 38 game, only 13. But this is a troubling sight for Chelsea. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that follow button, comment down below where you think Chelsea will finish, because they are 6th place right now. And Brentford are chomping at the heels with 47 points, while Chelsea stand on 48 points. So 1 more loss, which they are going to lose their next game to Manchester United. You get me? You see Brentford absolutely beating Fulham. You might just see you'd fall down out of the European places. But let me know what you guys think about this. And please consider hitting that subscribe button so you can absolutely see what we do here at Pillar Sports. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.